So we started biochemistry. In that, we are in the introduction part just to discuss what are the important, complex, or important elements. Okay, today we'll discuss about the cell. So whatever important thing related cell we will learn here. What is cell? So basically, our entire body is made up of cell. We know that. Okay, so this the cell is providing structure. The cell is providing function. Okay, so the cell is the single biological unit. Okay, single biological unit which have function, which have structure. So this is the thing we have to remember. So who gave this concept of cell? Here the scientist name is given Schleden and Swan in 1838. Okay, 200 years ago. Okay, so he gave that the name or cell concept in that in 1940 all the complexities of cell was exposed. Okay, so so 1838. Okay, in that year, Schleden and Swan who give that concept in 1940, all the concept of cell, whatever the cell includes, we're going to study. Okay, everything is discovered in after 1940. So what are the composition of cell? What cell uh, elements or biochemistry level things are present? So it have water. So in the water we have 61 point, sorry, in the cell we have water 61.6. So it is very in what in the medium 65 kgs person, 61.6% is water only. Okay, so 40% water is needed for the body, 40 kgs. Protein 17% mean 11 kgs. Lipid fat 13.8. Okay, 9 kgs. Carbohydrates 1.5 and 1 kg. Okay, we need 1 kg carbohydrates. Minerals we have 6.1 percentage mean 4 kgs. So all those are very important. Okay, water is very very important for our body. We have two types of cells. What are those? Prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic and eukaryotic. The cells of the living kingdom may be divided into two categories. Okay, prokaryotes. Pro means before. Okay, karyon means nucleus. Lack a well-defined nucleus and possesses relatively simple structure. These includes the various bacteria. Means the cell who doesn't have nucleus, those are called prokaryotes. And eukaryotes, the cell which have nucleus and they have complex and they have functions. Okay, so we humans and animals all are eukaryotes. Okay, eukaryotic cells. So we are human, we are eukaryotic, means we have nucleus, we have all the cell ingredients, what we needed to work the cell normally. So we will study eukaryotic cells. You can see that. Okay, so here comparison between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Size in the prokaryotic small, this is large. Cell membrane, okay, involved by rigid cell wall, by a flexible plasma membrane. Organelles absent, it have organelles. Nucleus, no nucleus in found. Nucleus is defined. DNA is found. DNA is there. Here DNA is also is there. Here, energy is done by mitochondria. We have also mitochondria. Cell division. Here, no cell division will happen, or if it happen, it will fuse together. Here we have cell division in our body. Cytoplasm. So it doesn't have cytoplasm. We have cytoplasm. So this is the difference between we means organ human cell, eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. So let's talk about first eukaryotic cell means the cell which have nucleus. The human body is composed of about 10 to the power of 14 cells. There are about 250 types of specialized cells in the human body. So we have different types of cells in the body. It means 250 types of cells, specialized cells like erythrocytes, okay, RBC, WBC, nerve cells, muscle cells, beta cells, alpha cells, gamma cells. Okay, and eukaryotic cell generally 10 to 100 micron in diameter. So how its diameter is 10 to 100 micron. Of a typical rat liver cell is depicted figure. This is a rat cell. Okay, the plant cell differs from animal cell by possessing a rigid cell wall. Okay, and chloroplast. The latter are the sites of photosynthesis. So here in the animal cell, in the plant cell, what is different? Plant cell is very rigid, but human cell is very soft. Okay, you can you can also uh, you can also absorb it easily. Okay, but in the animal cell, it is hard, very rigid. Okay, because of the chloroplast, photosynthesis, everything will happen in the plant cell. The cell consists of well-defined subcellular organelles enveloped by a plasma membrane by differential centrifugation of tissue homogeneate. It is possible to isolate each cellular organelle in a relative Q form. The distribution of major enzymes and metabolic pathways in different cellular organelles is given in the chapter on enzymes. The subcellular organelles are briefly described in the following. So basically, in the nucleus, in the cell, we have enveloped, covered organelles. Okay, this is the organelle. One organelle is mitochondria. It is covered. Okay, we have ribosome. So we have everything, lysosome, Golgi apparatus, everything. So we will discuss each and everything. First, we will talk about nucleus. Okay, nucleus is the center of, and it is the main cell organelle. Okay, it have double layer. Okay, and it connected with endoplasmic reticulum. So all these are organelles. Okay, don't confuse. If you remember, okay. If you know, if you doesn't remember, no issues. Okay, just you can understand. There is a cell. In the cell, we have nucleus. The nucleus is connect have a double layer. Okay, and it is connected with endoplasmic reticulum with certain interval. You can see that this is the endoplasmic reticulum. There is an interval gaps. So, what is the diameter of nuclear and endoplasmic? It is 90 microns, and you have holes to get the information from the nucleus. Okay, these pores permit the free passage of the product synthesized in the nucleus into the surrounding cytoplasm. Okay, whatever production will happen in the nucleus, it will come with these pores. Okay, and the information mainly. Nucleus contains, what do the nucleus contains? DNA, very important. DNA, deoxynucleic acid, ribonucleic acid. Okay, is associated with the basic protein in the ratio. So what they do, they will have nucleosomes, chromatin. Okay, what is nucleosomes? An assembly of nucleosomes constitutes chromatin. Fibers are chromosomes. Chroma means color, soma means body, colored body. Okay, thus a single human chromosome is composed of a million nucleosomes. The number of chromosomes is characteristic feature of the species human have 46 chromosomes compactly packed in nucleus. So cell consists of nucleus. In the nucleus, we have DNA. In the DNA, we have chromosomes, which carry the gene. generation information, our ancestor information means not about that any solid memory. No, information means the cell, what to do, what not to do. Okay, the look of the person, the personality of the person. Okay, the generalized character of the person. All these are stored in gene, the DNA, the chromosomes. So you have 46 chromosomes. Okay, means 23 pairs. Okay, so this is the important thing we have to remember. The nucleus of eukaryotic cell contains a dense body called nucleolus, rich in RNA. Particularly the ribosomal RNA, which enters the cytosol nucleus through nuclear pores. The ground material of the nucleus is often referred as nucleoplasm. It is rich in enzymes such as DNA polymerase and RNA polymerase. So here, what happened that we have uh, the in the nucleus, we have nucleolus. Okay. In the nucleus itself, we have DNA. In the DNA, we have chromosomes. In the chromosomes, we have gene information, generation information. Okay. Chromosomes are 46. But along with that, we have one nucleus body, which is very rich in RNA. Okay. It have ribosomal RNA, which enters cytosol through nuclear pores. So it entered through this pores, whatever pores are there present in the nucleus. So what is the material of the this thing is nucleoplasm. Means the plasma, the water present in the nucleus, we will call nucleoplasm. So in that nucleus plasm, we have DNA polymerase and RNA polymerase. Chains. Polymerism is not the multiple chains. Okay. So this is one thing is given. Hutchinson-Gilford progeria syndrome. So this is one rare disease, genetic disease, is a rare condition of aging beginning at birth. So it means the age beginning at birth itself. Distortion of nuclear envelope due to accumulation of abnormal protein named lamina. Okay, it will happen in 10 to 50 lakhs in a person. Why this happened? Because the accumulation abnormal protein lamina A. Okay, so this is the very important thing you have to remember. So this is about nucleus, eukaryotic cell, prokaryotic cell. Okay, next we have mitochondria. Mitochondria we know is the powerhouse of the cell, powerhouse of the cell. What mean powerhouse of the whatever energy, whatever metabolism will occur, this is due to the mitochondria. Its shape is diameter is 1.02 3 micron, about 2000 mitochondria, occupying about one-fifth of the total cell volume. So this is the count of mitochondria in a cell. The mitochondria compose a double membrane. It have also double membrane like nucleus have. One is smooth and another is anomalous organelle. The inner membrane we call cristae, okay, and the outer surface is called matrix, mitosol. Okay. The components of electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylation, okay, and are buried in the internal mitochondrial membrane. The matrix contains several enzymes concerned with the energy of metabolism, carbohydrates, lipids, and amino acids. So what happened in that area? We have everything: carbohydrates, lipids, and amino acids for the energy production, because without this we can't produce other energy. The matrix enzymes also participate in the synthesis of hem and urea. What will happen? So these things will release the hem and the urea also. Mitochondria are the principal producers of ATP in the aerobic cells. So ATP generation of ATP will happen due to the energy. ATP means energy, the energy currency. generated in mitochondria and exported to all parts of the cell to provide energy for the cellular work. So the cell, if you are doing any work, taking work from the cell, it needs energy. Energy is coming from mitochondria. Mitochondria is providing energy with the help of carbohydrates, lipids, amino acid, whatever things are present to produce the energy. The mitochondrial matrix, okay, contains a circular double-stranded DNA, and mitochondria also having DNA because for self, uh, for self work, okay, it doesn't need required energy information from DNA. It has self DNA and RNA. So that's the reason it's whenever the cell energy need energy, it will absorb and it will start production energy. Okay, this is the thing we have to remember. The structure and the function of mitochondria closely resemble prokaryotic cell. It is hypothesized that mitochondria have evolved from aerobic bacteria. Further, it is believed that during evolution, the aerobic bacteria developed a similar relation with the primordial anaerobic eukaryotic cells that ultimately led to the arrival of aerobic eukaryotes. Okay, so see, these are very important, and not only in eukaryotic, prokaryotic cells also. So this is all about mitochondria. So, and the mitochondria is the reason, and this is the powerhouse of the cell. So, without that, the cell cannot produce any function. So, you need energy from the mitochondria. Mitochondria get energy. That is the name of the energy is ATP. Okay, and the nucleus have very important thing that is DNA, and DNA have the important thing that is chromosomes. The chromosomes have gene, the information, the genetic information, and not only DNA. There is a nucleoplasm in the nucleus, which have RNA polymerase. And after that, we studied mitochondria. In some cases, what will happen? Some genes, proteins are absent, RNA, DNA. What will happen? The patient will have genetic diseases. So nowadays, genetic diseases are very common. Okay. Next, we have mitochondria. The mitochondria is very important. Okay. Mitochondria is very important because it's the powerhouse of the cell. So if a person mitochondria is working, means the cell is getting the energy properly. And if the mitochondria is not working, the cell will not get proper energy. So this is very important. So we have one disease that is called mitochondrial syndrome. In that, mitochondria will not generate the energy. So if there is if the no generation of energy is there, so it means the cell will not function properly. So if its cell will not function properly, the human have those problems, and they will get those symptoms which area is affected. Okay, so it is about nucleus and mitochondria. Tomorrow we'll discuss other organelles. Okay, so any doubt, kindly ask.